at 14, Adidas approached me. It was like, hey, would you want to sign with us? I was like, okay, yeah, what? Yeah. And they said, okay, we'll give you 5,000. I said, what, 5,000 euros? Yes. At that time, I was making $300 per month in my team.
So to you, that was a lot of money.
Oh my God, what? Come on. They said, come. I was like, please, like, my older brother was a better player than me at the time. I was like, you guys mind if you sign my brother too? He was like, yeah, we'll sign him for $5,000 too. So we go to the office. I took my mom. I said, Mom, come with me. Blah, blah. And we went to the office, to the headquarters. And then they brought the paper. This is when I realized, like, the business side of things. They put the paper right here. They said, Giannis Antetokounmpo, $5,000. I was like, what is my brother's contract? It was like, no, you sign yours first, and then your brother will sign his. I said, no, that's not what you guys told me. You guys said that I'm going to sign, he's going to sign. Like, yeah, he'll sign, but you sign yours first, then. I said, no, brother. My mom was right there. No, brother, I can't sign it. My mom was like, it's $5,000. I said, Mom, no. Then we move on. I'm in the car with my agent maybe the next day, and a lady from Nike called me. He said, hey, Giannis, would you like to come with Nike? I said, yes. I said, how much money would you offer? He's like, we'll offer you 5,000. I said, my brother's on the card. Would you offer him 5,000 too? He said, yes. I said, okay, I'll come with Nike. Yes, that's how Nike got me.
You said something there, though, I want to ask you about real quick. You mentioned that when you were in that room with Adidas, and you had that $5,000 offer on the line, which is more money than you had really ever seen before, you were willing to walk away because they weren't really true about what they were initially offering, which was you wanted your brother to get that deal as well. Can you talk to that young athlete, that young creative, that young artist that is on the brink of being taken advantage of, per se? How did you have that staying power to be able to walk away from that?
I knew what I was worth, but at the same time, I was lucky enough to be very selfless because I was doing things for other people. Like if it was just for me, if I was being selfish, I was like, yeah, I'll sign that paper. Yeah, my brother will sign whenever it is. But I wasn't that person. One of the biggest pet peeves is when people are inconsiderate of other people's feeling, space, time, energy. God blessed me and I was lucky enough to be selfless, to always put other people first for my own needs. I will say, when a player, when an athlete starts playing, so he doesn't know about financial literacy, he doesn't know how to save his money, invest his money, none of that at that age. When you come at 18 in the NBA, this is how it works. People provide you your lawyer, your agent, and your financial advisor. You come in, it's like, oh yeah, these are your people. These are the people you gotta trust. These are the people that are going to handle everything in your life. What does that do? That doesn't allow you to learn. And if you don't learn, you will always need them. You will always say, what is this? I don't understand this. This is X, Y, and Z. Okay, you have to educate yourself. Slowly. The advice I will give young athletes or anybody that's getting in a space that he doesn't really understand, there's two things that you can do. One, don't ever let your lawyer, financial advisor, agent know one another. Ever.
Wow.
Never. It should never be boys and cool, man. You know, because one, they can keep one another accountable if they don't know each other. Oh, that guy is doing X, Y, Z wrong. Oh, this guy, your lawyer, you overlooked that. Your lawyer can talk about your agent. Oh, in the contract, he put X, Y, and Z so he can benefit and not you. At the same time, please read books, read that, Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money. Read books to learn about financial literacy. Learn how to save your money, how to invest your money. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. So in everything that you pay, for me, how I operate in my life, I want to see value. That's why I buy art, I buy watches, I buy real estate. Everything that I pay, that I put my money in, has to return value to me back. Because at the end of the day, when I look at $1 million, if you put $1 million in the market, by the end of the year, hopefully if the market goes well, but the history I've showed is always returns you 9 to 10%. It's 100,000. So when I give 1 million to a Ferrari Pirosagwe, I'm not giving 1 million. I'm giving 1.1 million because I'm losing the interest that I'm making from that money.
The opportunity cost.
So this is the habit that I've created in my mind now. So this will never change. There's a lot of people that started from nothing. They say, oh yeah, guys, I started from nothing. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So when I mean I started from nothing, no, I didn't start from nothing. I started from minus 100.
Yeah.
And here I am now by believing in myself, by believing in God. Because like when you're last in the race, and all of a sudden you're in the first place in that race, you cannot not believe in God. I trusted Him from the beginning, but trusted Him until the end.